Peace. Um, so I'm on IMBD. It's a website that basically tell you new movies is coming out. So I'm on IMBD and I see a trailer for a movie called The Gods of Egypt. Now, I watched the trailer and would have been a good ass movie if the damn actors were black. I mean, I, how do you have a how do you make a movie based it in Africa based on African gods, but none of the guys are black. I mean, they do. This is a funny thing, man. When I was a kid, going to school, second, third, fourth, grade, all that type of shit, man. Um, we was under the impression that Egypt was not even in Africa. It wasn't until I got older that I figured out that Egypt was actually in Africa. So from the first grade all the way up to maybe the fifth grade, sixth grade, I always thought Egypt was in Europe some damn where. I mean, I remember seeing maps when I was a kid in grade school that had Egypt, you know, totally separated from Africa. So we fast forward, and this is 2015. Uh, it's common knowledge that Egypt is actually in Africa, um, despite what Western historians and Egyptologists try to convey to people. The ancient Egyptians were black Africans. They were black as me. I mean, they love evidence of what they look like. You know, they love statues with full lips and full noses. They love paintings, you know, depicting them as dark black, dark brown, all similar, all sorts of dark complected colors. They gave a very vivid account of what the fuck they look like. So, um, we could talk about the Hyksos invasion of Egypt, but on some real shit, man, fuck the Hyksos, man. On some real shit, man, there was no white people in Africa till them goddamn Greeks and Romans began to, run around there plundering and shit. You know what I mean? That's after they got their education, their knowledge, and so on and so forth, and they decided that they wanted to control the land them goddamn selves. So for these people to make a movie portraying African gods, of all things, African gods as white is just the fuck, man. Like I don't even I have I don't even know what to say about that, man. I mean, we could say cultural appropriation, but that's that's cultural appropriation, man. That's like giving them a slap on the wrist, man. That's some bullshit. How they've been doing this shit for years, man. The original Cleopatra movie they did with Elizabeth Taylor, that was a cultural appropriation. I mean, true indeed, her father was a white man, but her grandmother was a black woman. So, for all intents and purposes, Cleopatra was a black woman. They could at least they could have at least had a woman, about the complexion of Halle Berry or uh, what's that girl name? Uh, the black Cuban chick. I can't even think of her name. Zoe Zalanda. They could at least have somebody around their complexion play the role. But to have Elizabeth Taylor play the role, I mean, come on now. That was just Bullshit. Shit. Fuck, they could have had Jordan Sparks play the role. I know Jordan didn't live back then, but I'm just saying, you know, to have Elizabeth Taylor play the role of Cleopatra was some bullshit. You know, even though no Moses never existed, you know, they had that old white dude, Kiefer, no, not Kiefer Sutherland. I don't remember dude's name. Charleston Heston, maybe. I don't know. But they got this guy play the character of Moses. Then you fast forward into the future, they got Russell Crowe playing Moses. Shit, did Moses ever leave Egypt? He blended in with the Egyptians. The Egyptians were black. Everybody thought he was an Egyptian. I mean, shit. He even talked about, you know, the curse when he put his hand to his chest and, you know, God cursed him and his hand was white. And then God changed his hand back to this other color. So if his hand was the other color, what was that other color if it wasn't white? Shit, same shit happened to his sister. God cursed her to be white too. Then he changed her back. So even the Bible, even the Bible tells you that these people weren't fucking white. Shit, the Greco-Roman gods, they were all, you know, white adaptations of the Kemetic gods. All of them. So if the Greeks and Romans got their gods from Egypt, the Bible depicted the Egyptians as black, how in the fuck do Hollywood go ahead and make a movie about African gods and depict them as white? I mean, what do you think would happen if, uh, let's say, a movie about Confucius came out, or a movie about Genghis Khan came out, and in the movie of Genghis Khan, they casted a black dude to play his character, or let's say the movie of Confucius, they casted a white dude to play his character. What do you think Asian people are going to do? How do you think they're going to act? I bet they don't support those movies. Let's say, for example, a movie comes out depicting Alexander the Great as a black dude or an Asian dude. I mean, shit. White people went crazy when they made that movie Annie and had the little black girl playing it. Them motherfuckers went crazy about that shit. Did the movie even hit the theaters? I don't even think it hit the theaters. So you don't see people insulting the culture of Asians in movies. You don't see them doing that. Well, I take that back because uh, they did cast that white dude to play. They robbed Bruce Lee of that role, and I forget the name of that movie. I used to watch that damn movie too, or that TV show. They did have that white dude faking like he was Asian. They did do that, but that was 100 years ago, damn near. When was the last time you seen them do that shit? Then I haven't seen it. Ah, take that back. Damn, Last Samurai. Well, he wasn't portraying to be no damn Asian either. He was a white dude. So, only movie I could think of or TV show I could think of where Europeans insulted Asians like that was that movie with the karate shit. I can't even think of the name. I mean, the fuck, man. How come this shit don't happen to no other culture but ours? How many people went to go watch that last Egyptian movie when they had all the white people playing in the role? I don't even remember the name of that movie either. I want to say that was another Moses movie. I wonder how many black people went and supported that movie even though it was an outright disrespectful as a lie. I don't. We cannot sit back and let these people continue to do this type of shit to us and think it's cool, man. Like we cannot we we have to have some type of unified front, some type of unified voice, man, to let these people know that some shit we just ain't gonna let them do to us, man. I mean, we have to have a spine as a people, man. Like, god damn, we got to have some type of spine, man, where we say, no, you motherfuckers not gonna do this to us, man. And then and we had to push it to the point where these people don't even think about doing that type of shit to us, man. Cause I guarantee you, man, ain't no fucking movie gonna come out about fucking Alexander the Great or Napoleon or any of these, white heroes or historical figures being depicted as anything other than what the fuck they was, and that is white. I guarantee you not gonna see a movie like that. You're not gonna see a Spanish movie come out depicted any of their historical characters or figures or whatever for as anything other than Hispanic. You're not gonna see it happen with no Asian people. You're not gonna see it happen with nobody, man, but fucking us. I guarantee it. I ain't seen no shit like that. These other cultures ain't gonna let nobody sit up there and just disrespect their history. Why the fuck is we doing it? Man, that's it. That was it. God damn, man. We got we can't keep doing this, man. We really can't. These motherfuckers made a movie about African gods, and not none one of the gods was African. Not none one of them was black. Now that's some shit right there.